actually back and I'm showing you where I do my crafting. I'm just going to step over the fence. Now we have the fence here because I don't want the dogs to come in and do their business here or anything, so they're not allowed in this area. But this is where I do my crafting. When it's beautiful outside, you can see gesso all over the table where I've already been doing some crafting. But this is my crafting chalet. I have French doors here and a window there, and that's my desk, and on there is currently some journals that I started, and while I was away I could only do bits. We had such a lovely time, and I know it sounds awful, but crafting really was the last thing on my mind, apart from the internet connections were awful. But here I'm walking in now, and there's the printer that I use in here. As I say, there's my desk there, and it's one that Shabby Chic. It was a pine, it was Andrew's old desk when he was working, and it was a pine one that I shabby chic'd up. I hang things there. I'm trying to sort, it looks really tidy at the moment because I've been putting everything away that I took with me and trying to tidy it up at the same time, which is quite difficult really within such a small area compared to what I used to have. But as I say, there's what I'm working on at the moment, but we'll come back to those. There's inks and lots of goodies that I play with all the time. Up there I keep some more inks, and then I keep some embossing powders, and I won't go through everything of what's actually on there all the time because there's so many different things that it's going to take me forever to say, and this is this and this is this. But this is mainly the area where I work. This is my desk, as I say, and these are the drawers that I use, and in here in the top are things that I want quickly, and then these are my wooden stamps. That one's in here, but oh, they're the beautiful ones as well. Yeah, so most of these have got my wooden stamp. Oh no, not the bottom drawer, that's got tissue paper and decoupage paper that I work with. There's papers that I keep handy so I can just pick them up when I'm doing my journaling. Lots of painty stuff. I do try and keep it where I can find it easy enough if I want something. So this is all the painty section, and then we go up and there's other things that I want to grab quickly while I'm working. So there's my paper trimmers as well. Now these are paints. I do love my painting and gessoing things and playing around. So, and there's the top, but as I say, I've had to cram everything in. I had twice this size before we moved, and now, and believe it or not, I'm still trying to find where I put things. But never mind. And this is the stamping area here. These are easy enough to grab down. They're my Tim Holtz stamps there, and these are paper artsy stamps in there. and then all mixed stamps in there, and Dina Wakley, and most of on that shelf there is they're my Stamping Up and my little box stamps. And then got some beautiful Anna Griffin stamps in there as well, indigo blue, and Sam Paul with her stamps as well. But I can find most things now where it took a long time, because it is all crammed in, as I say, compared to what it used to be, and it's in boxes. But the things that are in boxes are things that I don't use that often. So now these are my dies. This is the die area, and then up there is the book area. But this is what I love. Now I've still got to sort this out, because that hasn't been sorted out yet. I have my dies to put back that I took with me when we went on holiday, Andrew and I. So there's, and the dies are all on the wall. Andrew did that for me. We bought the magnetic, large magnetic, they weren't strips, they were great big, and they were sticky backed as well. So he did the surrounds for me. I have all the dies to put back that I took with me, but he did the surrounds for me. It's only it is proper wood, but it's only a cheapy wood. It's ply, it's not ply, but, and then he screwed them onto the walls there. So all the dies are magnetic, and they just all, and when I want them I just flick them off. It's really brilliant, because I can look up and see most, and I did have the dies on there that I used quite often, but now I'm going to have to sort this out, because I've got other dies that I use a lot more now, and that's here, but they're all still in packets, and some tattered lace, beautiful dies here, and frames, and the edges, and but as I say, I have to work that out now. And I love my Sizzix Big Z dies. They're beautiful, honestly, but I've got lots of other dies that I do want to, which I use more often now, and I do want to put them on my board, so that'll be a job and a half to take them off again and then work out what I want on there. But these are most of the dies I took with me, so they've all got to be put back on the board there. So that's those there. Oh, let's put them down there for the time being. They just rest on there anyway. Right, so that's that area there. Now we come to here, and this is little things that I keep in tubs, all my die cuts and my sewing machine lead, and then my scan and cut stuff, and there you go, and all my stuff all. What I use, won't go through everything, but and I have the telly there, which is lovely. All the buttons and the shabby chic things, and which I love. And this is mainly where I keep my material. Oh, and this here, that is to go onto the bag still. I did this in one of the indigo blue classes. Now there's the bag, sorry for thing, and that's going on there, and it just goes on with a collage, fabric collage, and that's ready to do. But these are all my bits of material that I play around with and rip up, and so they're here and easy enough to get to as well. Oh, look at that. Yeah, got that to do. I throw things in there. Oh, and that's all my baker's twine and lots of papers and everything. These are beads that I've been using today, actually, just to try and finish off some of the things I've started. There's my sari silk, but this is my favourite. I love these drawers here. These are all my lace drawers here, and I just come in and pinch some of the lace and then put it on my junk journals. Aren't they lovely? And these are all the bits of lace here that when I'm making my junk journals. Oh, this is my favourite thing on my desk. I love this. I made that, and that's an old cup hook, and this is a Lazy Susan. The cup holder I glued on there and glued it onto the Lazy Susan. Lots of glue, left it overnight, and then I painted it to match the desk. But this is what I've been working on at the moment. Isn't she gorgeous? She's actually fabric. Can't remember the digi image I've used. It's not stitched up or anything yet. This is all the inside ready to put in there, but this is how it's going to go. And the reason it hasn't been stitched together yet is because I've been doing the front, and I've been putting tiny little beads all around her neck, and then another big bead there like a dangly, and then lots of shabby raggeties. Oh, I found these lovely handmade little I'll move you over here because they're there. Aren't they gorgeous? Handmade. And I thought, oh, isn't that lovely? Stupid here though. I really thought they were only 20 pence. I don't know what I looked at price-wise when I bought them, and when I paid for everything at the end, it was quite expensive. And I said, Andrew said, do you want the receipt? I said, yes please. And I wanted the receipt to check, and blow me down, they were 95 cents each. And Stupid here bought a dozen or more of them. But there you go. Teach me to have a look at price. I did look at the price, but I saw a wrong price. I don't know why. But anyway, why I haven't put this together yet is because I've been stitching around all the images, printed onto fabric, and then put the wadding on there. And then, as I say, I've stitched on the tie to tie it up, but then I've been stitching around all these things here, so that isn't it beautiful? She's gorgeous, isn't she? And I've painted her lips as well with some gold paint, and I painted around the flowers as well, and then I stitched around them. But I wanted to encase everything inside so that you wouldn't see the stitching. So this is going to be, I'm not sure whether I'm going to stitch it around or glue it down. I haven't made up my mind yet, but there she is there. It's the same image. No, it's the same digi pages, but the inside is different from the outside, and I did it draft inside. I didn't see the point of doing the huge in your face like those as well, so I did it draft to make it all soft and nice when you open the journal. Sorry, I'm holding everything, which makes it awkward. Nearly swore then. Makes it awkward. So anyway, this is another raggedy I did. Quite a few of these things I did while I was away. It was easy just to do stitching things and stamping some pages, and I gessoed these outside on the table, which is out there with all gesso on it, but the rain, if we ever get some, that'll clear that. Coffee dyed the papers. I'm just trying, and this is another of the digi images in the same set, but piano paper in here as well. And as I say, lots of shabby gunginess. It really is up my street to do this. I just love it. But I have a fair way to go yet, because I want to put, I embossed this and then I inked it and just with a brush and dipped it in the ink pad and just wafted it over it. Another shabby snippet. But as I say, I have lots to do with this. This is stamping with gesso as well. I did lots of some stamping with gesso. So this is all to be put together. Now that won't take very long actually, and I'm in love with it, especially her necklace. That's what I was using the beads for. I actually stitched them I hand stitched them on as a necklace around her neck there. And this is another printed image which I've stamped onto and painted onto, and that's going to be a tag, so you can put a tag. And then I also put the same wadding that I've got here and on there, so it's very raised. And this is another one that I've been doing, and this is a printed outside as well, but I haven't, this is going to be different from this one. I've got the same ties, and those ties are hanging up here actually, so that's, I've got those ready to put on. But it's a lovely, oh, I love the back as well. I can't remember these images, but if I do remember, I'll put them on the information below. This is the wadding there, but as I said, this one's going to be different. I'm not going to, as I say, with this one, I printed onto fabric, and that's going to be my inside, the fabric there. But this one isn't going to be fabric, it's going to be card. So what, but it's still got the wadding there as well to give it a nice soft feel, so it's not completely hard. So that's going to be on the inside there, and it'll probably be glued on, not sure yet. But I did like the card stock that I printed onto, because it gave a lovely fluted edge, a scalloped edge all the way around. Isn't that lovely? And here I've got lots of pages that already, I haven't gessoed on these yet or anything. These I've just put together ready, and that's the second one there. I have, as I said, I have got lots of things that I've played around with while I was away. But the sad news is that when we came back, we weren't really going to come back as quick as what we did. But our little fur baby Penny had a stroke, a mini stroke. Oh my goodness, it was the worst time ever. But she's fine now. She has to go in for a little operation on Tuesday, and the vet seems to think everything will be fine. Her heart's strong, he said. She's 15 actually, which is a good age for a Cocker Spaniel. But he said that everything's fine, her heart's fine, but things happen. So he didn't say don't be surprised or anything, but if anything happened, then not much they can do about it really. That's what he was trying to say. So Tuesday our little fur baby's going in for an op, and fingers crossed, as I say, her head's still a little bit funny on one side, but she's fine. She's not in pain or anything like that. If she was, then obviously would think about doing the horrible thing, but she's not, she's fine. So that was my news, and that's why we dived home to get Penny looked at. Well, anyway, oh look, the wind's getting up out there. So I'm going to leave you with this now, and I'll come back hopefully regular now, and show you all that I've been doing. Thank you, girls. It's a bit disjointed, but I hope you enjoy the little peek of my chalet craft room. Bye.